good morning all. It's Sunday the 19th of July, another one of my bonus fishing trips because Sal's away for the weekend. So she's playing bridge and I'm going fishing. Now this is a brand new water, I've never fished it before. So this club's kindly given me permission to fish here for a couple of months up until September. I hear this water's quite a good tench water, quite a lot of small tench, you know, you can bag up. So that's what I'm hoping to do today. Just got the casts out there. It's just about 6 o'clock in the morning. Can use 3 rods here, so I've got 3 rods out there. Flatbed feeder on 2 and lead with a little PVA stocking on the other. Wafter, little pineapple pop up, and a bit of fake sweet corn. See if we can get 1 or 2 tench. Well, check this out. My first 3 casts and I got 3 lovely tench. I can't believe it. So that was the first fish. Nice little female. Then the middle rod tore off. This angry little male on the end. And I was just photographing those 2 fish and the 1 remaining rod tore off. There you go. Nice female. What a start to my day on a brand new lake. Well, I kid you not, I had those 3 fish on the first 3 casts, put the fish back, cast the first rod out, cast the second rod out, and before I could cast the third rod out, the second rod was away with this one on the end. And I've literally just landed it and I had a take on the other rod as well. So it would appear that you can't fish 3 rods on here. I'm just going to fish 2 rods from now on, I think, because it's going to be absolute carnage. So this is the swim I'm in. Bit of an awkward swim to fish from, to be honest. But all the other swims I could see around are wooden platforms jutting out in the reeds. There's 3 or 4 of them over there. There's a big kind of open grassy area over there, very shallow, full of geese, and no doubt later in the day, because it's a public park, will be full of picnickers and dog walkers. There'll be dogs jumping in the water, I suspect. So I'll come up here a bit further where it's a bit quieter. Oh! Well, that all went according to plan. I've cleared a little area there of weed so I can net these fish. You know, that bait hadn't been in the water 5 minutes, and I lost one just now, or missed the take, but recast and it went straight away, and that middle one's bleeping away, so I don't think it's going to be too long before one of the other rods goes off, so I better get this one sorted. And another one bites the dust. Honestly, I've never had such crazy action from tench fishing before. Those fish are feeding like crazy out there, and there must be hundreds of them, because as soon as I cast out, within a few minutes, if not sooner, I'm getting fish like this. Right, well, I'm back, sorry about that. But yeah, I think I'm in the middle of the lake here. It goes right up to the right and disappears around the corner and joins up with another lake through a narrow spit. And it goes all the way down there and right round the corner around there. So it's quite a long, narrow lake. I think this is an island here, because I can see it goes round round the back that way and round that way, so this is a quite a large island. Very weedy, as you may be able to see. Shallow margins, weed everywhere. Opposite margin on the island there, totally weeded up, but a deeper channel in the middle, and that's where I'm fishing. So that's all I'm doing. Flatbed feeder, ground bait with some pellets moulded in, bit of fake corn, popped up about an inch or two off the bottom. See if we can get one of those instant takes again. It's crazy, you know, you swing it out and it goes sploshing and bang, and nail it. Not that time. Just waiting for the next one, because the next bite that I get, the next tench that I land, will be my 100th tench of the year. So pretty good going so far. So let's hope for one more. Just that one I need. Number 100. Brilliant. What a year I've had. And there we go. Tench number 100 of the year. And we're only in July, so I've had a pretty good year on the tench this year. And this is my 100th fish. Cracked the tongue with this nice little male. Another feisty little male here. Now you wouldn't believe it that this one took it on the drop, basically. I cast the rod out, it went splosh. I felt it hit the bottom and the rod jagged in my hand straight away. I didn't even put the bail arm over. Honestly, you know, they're just snapping it up as soon as it goes out there. And they're all around about this sort of size. You know, not a bad average, but still hoping for something a little bit bigger. This one really scrapped hard. I thought it was a lot bigger than it was. It's probably pushing 5 pounds, this one of the better ones. I think this is the 10th fish of the morning. Can't keep up with it. Great fun though. Sun's well up now, as you can see, but I'm still catching plenty of beautiful tench just like this one. I think I'm on about 14 or 15 tench now for 3 or 4 hours fishing, something like that. I'm actually going to run out of bait soon, so I'll be calling it a day within the next sort of like hour or two, but plenty of time for a few more. In fact, I can hear my alarm going, so I better go. One of the best ones of the day so far. And still getting bites, you know, every sort of like 10 minutes. Lost count of the amount of fish that I've had now. And they're all pristine looking fish like this. Still getting them. It's about half 11 now, and I've literally got enough ground bait for about 2 or 3 more casts, so I'll be packing up very soon. Getting on for 20 tench this morning. Unbelievable morning's fishing. 2 runs at the same time. Somehow managed to land both of them. That bottom one's a small one, about 3 pounds, but this top one, I reckon that's the biggest of the day. That's over £5 that one. I'll weigh that one in a second, but what a day. Still getting them in the blazing hot sunshine. Really, really prolific fishery this is. I'm glad I found this water. Great sport. It's a little after midday now and I've run out of ground bait, so I've no more ground bait to mould around my flatbed feeder. You know, I could put some leads on and fish little PVA stockings if I wanted to, but to be honest, I've caught so many tench this morning, I've filled my boots completely. I've caught, I added it up just now, 22 tench I've caught this morning and lost a fair few and several other bites that I missed, so I must have had well over 30, 35 bites, something like that. Absolutely crazy, you know, couldn't keep up with it at points. Twice I had 3 fish in the net at the same time, and a couple of times I had two fish in the net at the same time. Nothing big, you know, all sort of, the average size was about 3 to 4 pounds. Biggest one was about 5 and a quarter, nearly 5 and a half. So, you know, small fish, but I tell you what, for the first time fishing this lake, I was hoping for, you know, 1 or 2 tench this morning, but I've ended up landing 22, absolutely crazy. And I'm sure if I'd had enough bait and I'd have fished on, I could have carried on catching them all throughout the rest of the day, afternoon into the evening. I probably would have ended up with over 40 or 50 tench, for God's sake, you know. But it appears that there's no big ones in this lake, you know, 6 or 7 pounders or more. 5 pound plus seems to be about the limit. So I can see it's going to be a good place to come to get a bit of action when I've been struggling on other waters. It's always nice to have an easy sort of runs water to come back to when you're struggling on other waters. So I probably will come back at some point, but you know, not too soon. Absolutely worn out by it all. Anyway, so that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you up on the next one. Cheers.